The summary of Daffodils. In this poem, to Daffodil, the poet Robert Herrick compares human life with the life of daffodils. He is so sad because of the life of daffodil is very short. He has struck a note of mourning at the fast dying of daffodils. The poet asks the daffodils to stay until the day ends with the evening prayer. After praying together, he wants to go with them because, like the daffodils, men also have a very transient life. Men have short spring or youth, which ends up very quickly. Their life is as short as the rain of the summer season, which comes for a very short time, and the dewdrops in the morning, which vanish away and never come back. Daffodils by William Wordsworth. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills when all at once I saw a crowd. A host of golden daffodils beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Continues as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way. They stretched in ever ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in springly dance. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay. In such a jocast company, I gazed and gazed, but little thought what well the show to me had brought. For oft, when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon the inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude, and then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. Analysis of this poem. I wandered lonely as a cloud, also commonly known as Daffodils, is a poem by William Wordsworth that is known for its celebration of a beauty of nature and its ability to bring joy and happiness in times of despair. The poem is written in the first person with the speaker describing their own personal experience of wandering through a field of daffodils. The poem is divided into four stanzas, each of which describes a different aspect of the speaker's experience. The first stanza sets the scene and describes the speaker's feeling of loneliness as they wander through the countryside. The imagery of a cloud floating over hills and valleys evokes a sense of isolation and detachment which contrast with the vibrant and joyful scenes that the speaker is about to encounter. The second stanza describes the moment when the speaker comes across a field of daffodils, the imagery of a daffodil stretching in a never ending line along the shoreline creates a sense of awe and wonder, and the comparison to the stars in the Milky Way emphasizes the vastness and beauty of the sea. The use of the word host to describe the daffodils also suggests that they are not just a random collection of flowers, but an organized and purposeful group. The third stanza describes the speaker's emotional response to the scene. The use of words like gay and jocund suggests that the sight of the daffodils has brought the speaker a sense of happiness and pleasure. The phrase I gazed and gazed, but little thought what well the show to me the ad brought suggests that the speaker did not fully realize the impact the daffodils would have on them until after they had seen them. The final stanza describes the lasting effect that the daffodils have had on the speaker, the use of the phrase, and then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils, suggests that the sight of the daffodil has lifted the speaker's spirits and brought them a sense of joy and happiness. The poem is also known for its use of imagery, particularly the image of the daffodils dancing in the breeze, which creates a sense of movement and liveliness that contrast with the stillness and isolation of the opening lines. The poem also makes use of personification as the daffodils are described as dancing and tossing their heads, which imbues them with human like characteristics and adds to the lively and joyful nature of the scene. Thank you for watching.